Hi, my name is Vishal and I'm a senior trainer in multimedia education. I have 18 years of industry experience and let's get started with the video. Hello guys, welcome back. In this video, let's try to model nut bolt, which is this, and we will texture this in Substance Painter and then we'll do the look development of this model using Arnold in Maya. So let's get started with this. So this is the reference which I've got from internet. You can collect more number of references, but I just wanted to stick with one reference here, and let's see how this is going to be. So the most complex part of this model is the threads of the nut. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this model called helix, which is a polygon primitive, and I'll be taking coil numbers to 20 and I'm going to set the radius to 0.06, and then we have this height. I'm going to set it to 2.1. okay, and I'm just expecting this line and this line to be merging, so 2.01 to 1.9, 1.8, 1.7. okay, 1.7 is where things are working for me, and this is the loop which I can use it for building the threads and its details. So what I am going to do here is delete the cap here and a cap here, and what you should able to see is the faces of this particular circle are inside. So I need to double click that line, hold control right click, convert selection to faces and delete them. That's gone. Very similarly, I just wanted to delete this line also, convert selection to faces. Just I need to hold control right click and then two faces, and then delete them. Now you have deleted the faces which are inside. Now I just wanted to use the outer part, double click inside one and delete it, and that's easiest way to build this app. You can increase the height if you wanted it to be, and then start exploring this. Okay, now these vertices are not merged. There is one way is like select this vertex and use merge to center, then select the next one, merge to center, next one, merge to center, and you do through the complete loop. Or the other way is go to display, polygons, and then we have an option called border edges, and then increase the border edge width. That will show up the lines which are not merged in thick, and you should able to see that. Now I'm going to select all the vertices in single go and then use this tool called merge, and there are two options here, merge to center and merge. So I'm going to use the merge tool here, and it has got threshold. What that actually does is, though I have selected all the vertices, it will merge any random vertex. If you pick, that will merge with a vertex which is close to it. So this vertex and this vertex are too far from each other, they don't get merged, while we have these two vertex points, okay, 1 and 2, they are close to each other and they get merged here. So select all of them like that, and then the default setting, you should see things should merge. The thick line will disappear if merge happens correctly. So let's do it, and then you should able to see that's done. Okay, now if I come to this view, you should able to see this is the point where I want everything to be merged. So let's see how I can generally delete them. Okay, I just want them to be equal. Okay, that's what I'm going to try here. So firstly, I'm going to set the pivot point to this point, and then use the grid snap, and then snap it there, and delete all the faces which are above that grid. Okay, like that. Once that is done, you need to move this vertex point to the grid using the grid snap there. So here we have this vertex. We just merge them, and we merge them, and then we can scale them straight and then extrude it like that. Okay, that should be how this loop should be. So I'm going to select this line, and I'm going to use this tool called transform component, and then just bring that to the z-axis like that. Before going into that, as we have done on the top side, we should do on the bottom side also. Okay, that's where the whole point should get merged. So I'm going to take this one, and I'm going to use the grid snap on the bottom side here. Okay, and then start snapping this vertex points. And here also I'm going to merge it. So that's the main part of this bolt, which is the threads part. I'm going to select this line, and I'm going to use this tool called transform component, and then use in the z axis. Okay, and it should go all the way spiral till here. Let's delete this line so that it will go further more till there, and then use the tool again. Slide here and there, it's okay. That gives more organic feel, like a threads damage here and there. So if anything is going really odd, perfectly fine. So I'm using the bevel here, just for that crease to be popping out. So we have this line here. I'm going to select the crease line, and I'm going to bevel it. Okay, this bevel radius might not give you a bigger radius here because this is controlling the size of it. Then I'm going to select this line, and I'm going to apply bevel. Okay, and then use this slide edge tool on both sides. Just give that curvature. Okay, and then use the transform component tool and then push it inside. Let's delete the history, and this is what we have. I will extrude it further, and that should be supported by a crease. So I'm using the insert edge loop tool and then just put a very close loop here like that. So let me move it further. And then extrude it. Okay. To something like that. Now this is where we have to model this bolt with 1 2 3 4 5 6 sides. Okay, 1 2 3 1 2 3 6 sides. So how do I make this into a 6-sided one? Make sure that this is in the center, and then take a cylinder. Okay, and then the subdivision axis you need to put it to 6 and caps to 0, and then scale it down and delete that faces. Okay, now you should able to see this kind of nice curvature here. Okay, that has to be achieved, so we need some lines here in this, and how many lines is what we need to think about, and that can be achieved by selecting the edges here, and then you have 50 edges at this point, and here we have 6 sides for this. Okay, which is somewhere mismatch, I could say, because anything multiples of 6 6 5s 36 6 36 6 10 to 60, so the number is quite a mismatch there when it comes to merging things. So I'm going to use a loop here, and then scale it till there. Okay, now let's say if I select all the faces and use this tool called add divisions. Okay, I'm going to choose linear and then divide it 4 times in U. Okay, you get this model, and then you have 24. Okay, so this has to be double the 24, so you can increase this to 8, then you have 48. So this model has got 48 edges, this model has got 50 edges. That's something, I mean, it's a real concern. I should have taken in subdivision axis of 48, let's say, when I have modeled this helix. Okay, here I should have taken 48, and that would have matched with this model here. So but as you saw, this is the idea of the whole model. So I'm going to use a point snap to that level, and then scale this and then start connecting them. So as we will do one small management of merging two lines somewhere to compensate with that two lines there. Okay, na? So I need to select this, both of them. Before that, I can duplicate this and keep this aside for our further models there. If I apply mesh smooth, you get this nice roundness here. And now let's combine this using combine tool, and then start merging this vertex points. Okay, so I'm going to use the target well tool and start doing this. Firstly, I have not selected the complete loop. I need to select them, apply bevel 0.15, and then start adding loops there. That gives that nice highlight, and also I will add loops at this point. So calculation is very important. So the loops what we have, we need that many loops on that both sides when we are connecting. That's very important. And I just want to count this one: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Looks for this line is the middle one, so try to identify a middle line there in all that sides, and then press B on the keyboard and then just pull it like that. If you get that curvature, you can go to the tool settings and then you got soft selection, and then just change it to linear. Now when you pull that, you get it nicely as per the reference, and you don't push too much of that, and then double click the edge, select them, extrude it, and then use this tool called circularize. And then extrude, and then one more time extrude, then use this tool called merge to center. Then I'm going to use this multi-cut tool and add loops and then you should able to see that details. Okay, then I'm going to put this on the bottom here. Again, let's have a look on the reference. So we have a very slight angle and it's almost the same. So about the crease, what I'm talking here, above shape. So select the midline like that on all sides. Press B and then scale it. Then extrude and then move this center. Then use this tool called circularize. Keep it close to this. Press Ctrl E to extrude again and then scale it. Press Ctrl E, scale it and move it. Press Ctrl E, scale it and move it. Okay, I will use this line in the center. Make sure that that's a straight line. Delete one half of this model and start adding loops here. Like that. So when I apply smooth, this is what we have. Now I'm going to move the pivot point to that level, modify freeze transformation, and then use this tool called mirror. So I'm going to choose mirror, y-axis, and then you get that model on the opposite side. So this is what we have